Hi, I'm Kim from Gardening at the Clock Inn. This is January 1st, and I'm going to go over my goals for January real quick. Sorry about the quality of the video. I've been sick. I haven't been feeling that good, but yeah, it's January 1st, so here goes. I will be taking part of the Pantry Challenge rules. Pantry Challenge for January. My rules are a budget of $150 for the month for things like I'll be purchasing bread, cheese, maybe some ground beef to go with the tomato products that I already have on hand. Anything left over from that $150 will go towards a savings for my freeze dryer. I'm probably not going to get a freeze dryer until 2027, but it helps to save up for it because they're very expensive. My January Azure haul, I'm not going to count that because it's going to be produce that I'm going to be freezing and canning and dehydrating. So if I have to use any of that produce that I'm going to be getting, I will be costing it, what I paid for it divided by how much I'm getting. That would be giving me a price per pound or a price per ounce that I'm using. So I'll be doing it that way. And that, if I have to use any of that produce, it will come out of my $150 budget. And number 4, if I empty a jar, one of my canning jars that I've got filled up right now, if I empty a jar, I'm going to fill it up with something. Chicken stock, turkey stock, soup even. I can fill it up with soup, or even produce from the garden. Because yes, I do have a garden. I still have things growing at my community garden because we live in Southern California, so we are still producing food. It's growing a little bit slower right now, but we are producing food. My goals for January is to continue. Sorry, I had to let my cat out. I need to work on my home garden. I've got garden plot out there. I haven't used it this whole past year because I've been donating so much of my time and my effort and my energy into getting our community garden up and running. So that's why I haven't had a garden at home for the last year. But I'm going to start it. I'm going to be planting some cool weather crops like carrots, onions. Already got some garlic out there planted. It hasn't come up yet because, everything. But we're supposed to be in the low 50s all this coming week. But that's my plan, is to go out there and start my home garden again. I did have turkey and chicken out there, and they would just dig up anything that I had planted, so I didn't really take the time to plant anything, but I will. That's my one of my January goals. I do plan on making a monthly menu. I haven't started one yet because tomorrow morning I'm going to be going down the hill and babysitting my grandson because my daughter's in-laws that normally babysit the baby while my daughter and her husband is at work, they're going to be going out of town. So I'm going to be doing that probably on Sunday. I'll probably start working on it while I'm down there, but I will be making a video about it on Sunday and releasing it for you. my project. I've got 2 projects for January that my son's room when he moved out, it just sat there, but it's like this room, it's instead of the green paint, it has blue paint on it. And no flowers, no writing on the wall or anything like that. But I've been working on it last summer. I've been painting it with reflective white paint. It's just like a semi-gloss white paint. Really pretty. I like it. And I've got like maybe, I want to say about half of this room painted. And that will be turned into our guest room. So I need to finish doing that. And for my daughter's room, I need to start, I don't want to say painting it, but I want to start prepping it in January. I want to take down all of her artwork in here and stuff. I want to get all the walls washed. There's tape up there on the ceiling. I want to get the tape off the ceiling, off her walls in here. And I want to get everything completely washed. That way, when I get done finish painting my son's room, I can come in here and start painting this room. Because I plan on turning my daughter's closet into a pantry. I've got some shelving that I plan on putting in her closet and using that for my big bulky items like my jars, my canners. They're too big to go into my cupboards out there in my kitchen. My kitchen isn't big enough for everything. And I've also got an air fryer, instant pot, and 2 stock pots that I can use as water canners. And I've got my pressure canner that's just too bulky to keep out there in my kitchen because my kitchen isn't one that's really big. So I need the space. So I'm going to be setting up her room basically as a pantry. I've got my freezer in here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Mucus. My cold is trying to break up. So sorry. But that's going to be my goals for January. I'm not going to start the pantry challenge until I get back home. I have I did part of my inventory, all my canned goods, that I canned this past year. I've inventoried that, and I've inventoried my small chest freezer. So I've got that to work with. So I'm going to take those 2 lists down the hill with me. Sorry. Sorry. Phlegm. I am getting better, though. I am getting better. So, I'm going to be taking those 2 lists down the hill with me. And from that, I'm going to be doing a menu planning. And one of, part of the things I'm getting from my Azure haul won't be here until like maybe the January 20th to the 21st, depends on when they, if they have a miss up. Because last month it came a day late because, our normal driver had a previous commitment. So they had to get another driver, and he came, like a day late for us. But I've got potatoes, I've got carrots, I've got 40 pounds of onions coming. So I'm going to be using that for, for canning, for freezing, dehydrating. So I'm going to be making a video how I use that, how I prep that. That way it'd be like ready to go when I need it. Instead of just setting in a bag in my pantry. You know, I'm all about convenience. How to make things a little bit more convenient for myself. So that's what's going on. I'm going to stop this video here because, I'm still coughing a little bit. But I am getting better, thankfully. And so, yeah, I went out in the rain last week and I got soaked to the skin, so I got a cold. So I am getting better, though. That's a good thing. But I am late getting started with my January Pantry challenge because of my cold. So I'm going to wait until Sunday to get started with that. But thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a good evening. And I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this content, if you want to find out more about Pantry Challenge, if you want to learn more about saving money and menu planning, continue coming back because I'm all about trying to save money because I'm on a fixed income and every little bit helps. So feel free to follow along with the Pantry Challenge. And have a good day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up and a like and a share with your friends. Thanks a lot. Bye.